I'm going to read 4 or 5 poems that I've written during the course of my writing life, which is now slightly longer than I care to think. And I'm going to begin by reading a poem that I wrote 45 years ago or thereabouts. I think it's the first poem that the earliest poem that I've kept of any that I've written. And I wrote it after I'd made a visit to the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam, which in those days was presented slightly differently than it is now. In those days, visitors used to just go in through the front door and up the narrow stairs and then bend down to enter the secret apartment in which Anne Frank and her family hid from the Nazis during the invasion of the Low Countries during the last World War. These days, I think you go in through a little kind of visitor center type thing as an annex to one side of the house. It's called Anne Frank Huis. Even now, after twice her lifetime of grief and anger in the very place, whoever comes to climb these narrow stairs discovers how the bookcase slides aside, then walks through shadow into sunlit rooms, can never help but break her secrecy again. Just listening is a kind of guilt. The Westerkirk repeats itself outside as if all time worked round towards her fear and made each stroke die down on guarded streets. Imagine it, 4 years of whispering and loneliness and plotting day by day the Allied line in Europe with a yellow chalk. What hope she had for ordinary love and interest survives her here, displayed above the bed as pictures of her family, some actors, fashions chosen by Princess Elizabeth. And those who stoop to see them find not only patience missing its reward, but one enduring wish for chances like my own, to leave as simply as I do, and walk at ease up dusty tree-lined avenues, or watch a silent barge come clear of bridges, settling their reflections in the blue canal.